Hey, let's play a game, huh? I've been trying to get EPSE or EPSXE to work. Let's play Croc Legend of the Gobbos. You're gonna hear it skip for a second because I have to move the window. There we go. You should see it pop up here in just a second. Like magic. Like magic. OBS, thank you. So we're gonna play a little bit of Croc Legend of the Gobbos, which is a game that's very interesting. So Croc Legend of the Gobbos is like 90, oh, it's 97. Okay, so it's a 90s PS1 platformer that tried to push this little guy as their mascot. It didn't succeed, although it did succeed in being so popular they got a sequel, which is pretty cool. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. So recently I played, recently I played the Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase game on the PlayStation 1, and it was garbage and I hated it. But I played it before, you know, I knew it was garbage when I started it. I've played this before, this game is not garbage, so that's a change for a start. Also, I'd like to introduce you to the first platformer I've ever played that has tank controls. It's really weird. It's not necessarily bad, they work in this game fairly well, but it's kind of jank, like, it's very clunky. So, like I said, Croc is a platformer with tank controls, which is very interesting, and we're going to play some of it today, and we're going to revisit it. At least I'm going to revisit it. I've played it before. I don't know about you guys. Excuse me. Sorry I'm talking so fast. Also, I'm trying to spiel a lot of information before we get into the actual game, and I've been trying for like 30-45 minutes to get OBS to capture this bad boy with the correct audio settings. It keeps crashing for some reason. It's not going to crash now, but it crashed before with an encoder error for some reason. But anyway, I digress. Look at his mohawk! How did he get that? How did he get a checkered and striped mohawk? That's crazy. Also, what an a-hole, man. So those of you that know me, that watch my videos, know that I swear a lot. So, trying to stave off the swearing a little bit. So hopefully this will be a little bit more of a family-friendly video. But I digress. It'll probably still happen, probably slip out, you know, here and there. But I'm trying to stop, so that's good. Anyway, this is my first video in a while, other than the Scooby-Doo one, so I'm hoping that this can be as quality as some of my other videos. I was going to say all, but not all my videos are very quality, so... we're going to go ahead and just try to play as much of Croc Legend of the Gobbos as we can, before we either get bored, or... I don't know, I have to stop and go do something else, which shouldn't be for a while, so... Alright, let's go to options here and see what we got. Controller setup. Calibrate analog. Oh, we're not using analog, right? Okay, here. Let's just stick with the default control setup. Got audio options. Everything should be fine. Everything's already set up. Alright, we don't have to worry about saving right now either. I like this menu because, depending on a random number, the menu is actually different. The animated background of the menu. Like, it can be a number of different worlds from the game, which is very, very cool. Now, this is a game that had a password system in case you didn't have a memory card, which is kind of interesting because some kids never had memory cards back in the day, you know? Luckily, I was fortunate enough to have a memory card, but I know a lot of kids weren't. Oh, that's a lovely noise. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the level here. Level 1. See Croc just walking across the screen there. Let's see. I don't remember... Actually, no, that's fine. Okay, so despite the fact that this is not an analog controller, my thumbstick is set up to work correctly, so... Okay. Actually, isn't there like a 180 button? Yeah, nice, nice. That's pretty cool. I like that. So, the controls seem fairly simple. I'll give Xbox terminology since that's the type of controller I'm using. X is attack, Y is look around, B is a 180, and A is jump. Double tap A, and you can do a slam. You can also sidestep with L1 and R1, or LB and RB. And then RT and LT sort of angle the camera. So your goal on each level is to find all of the dudes there. I forget what they're called. This game is very interesting. It has a lot of weird mechanics from various games. So first off, we've got the tank controls, which is the most obvious thing to talk about. Secondly, we've got respawning enemies. Enemies actually respawn in this game, certain ones. Which is a little weird. Secondly, we've got the sort of Crash Bandicoot-style controls, other than the actual, the actual tank controls. We've got collectathon stuff going on. There's gems, and if you get them all, you either gain... Let's see, I think it's if you get 100, you gain a life or something. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've played this. Couple minutes. Oh, man. Those tank controls are awful rough. Like, this game does it well, but they're still tank controls, so they still just, kind of by default have that jankiness to them. So a few things I haven't mentioned. There are, I think, 5 or 6 different colored gems you can find throughout the levels. If you get them all, you get to go to a bonus level at the end. The gems themselves work as health, I think? I don't really remember. We'll find out when we get hit. I don't know what he's saying, but I always did like his sound effects. Alright, how do I quickly orient the camera here? Oh, I can't, it seems. But the controls aren't bad in this game. It's so weird. You hear tank controls in a platformer, and immediately, if you've played games before, your mind goes to, well, that sounds horrible. But it's not bad. It's really not. This game actually was fairly popular from what I understand. I had it as a kid, but I never really had access to any gaming magazines or anything, so at the time I had no clue what was popular, what people considered good or bad. But I always liked this game. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so your gems do act as like a sort of shield. A sort of Sonic the Hedgehog ring system, if you will. Which is so strange. They threw together a lot... Oh, shoot. I think that'll respawn, but I don't know. I might have just locked myself out of the gym. Okay, cool. It did. If only the camera would turn a little faster. That's my one complaint so far about the game. Because like I said, the tank controls are actually fairly good. The graphics are nice. The music is very good. I dig the music quite a bit. Oh, man, this thing over here, this well, I used to hate this well as a kid. You'll see why when we get a little bit closer, but... So, the goal of each level, like I said, is to collect all the little fuzzy dudes, and then go over to the gong and ring it. I didn't say that part before, but that's how that works. You have to get all the little fuzzy dudes, and if you do, you can ring the gong and get out of here. Okay, I don't know if I can actually... It's a little hard at first to determine how far you can jump in this game. Okay, I didn't think that thing would actually hurt me. Alright, so I hated this well because of that. Right there. Ah! Okay, so as you can see, we don't have all the gems, so let's go get them. You can actually go down in this well, and that's where one of the gems is, which is really cool. I remember that from this game. I think these falling platforms give you plenty of time to get off of them before they collapse. Like I said, this game is kind of built around the tank controls, so it's fairly responsive. I don't have any gems, though. Oh, no! I guess I did have a gem. Kapow! I really like his silly voice. But they really tried to push this character as a mascot, Croc. You know? They really tried. Which I feel real unfortunate. I don't feel unfortunate. I feel it's unfortunate that he was never a successful mascot. Because, I mean, he looks okay. He's cool. He's a crocodile. I mean, I guess the game is just sort of niche. Not a lot of people have actually heard of it, from what I understand. In fact, I was talking to a friend earlier, and I was like, hey, have you ever heard of Croc? That's an interesting game, because we were talking about tank controls and stuff anyway, so... we were talking about 90s gaming conventions and things, actually, which I'll probably talk about that a little bit here in a second, because those are kind of interesting. For those of you that didn't grow up with video games from the 90s, there were a lot of things that just aren't present in modern games, that... You could either give or take. Some of it was good, some of it was bad, but, you know, people will argue that that was the best era for games. Everyone does with every era. Personally, I enjoyed it. It probably the most, but I might be blinded by nostalgia. If I had to wager a guess, I'd say that, like, the late 2000s was my favorite era in games. Objectively, I think I can say that. But my favorite as a kid was, you know, the 90s, because I was a kid. Let's see, how do I climb up this? There we go. This game has so many different mechanics. It's kind of impressive, honestly. I'd like to see an HD upscaling of this game. I think that'd be nice, you know? Like an official one. Like, actually, I'd like to see not a remake per se, but like, kind of like what they did with the Crash and the Spyro games. You know, those were nice. I guess those are technically remakes, but, you know what I mean. They've got better graphics, different textures and stuff, and new voice actors, that kind of stuff. I think it'd be nice to see this game get that sort of treatment, you know? Because there are people that love this game. There are people out there that absolutely love this game. In fact, I'm one of those people, because I do love this game. Alright, come on, Croc, get up there. Be careful here. So you can soft lock yourself out of some of the gyms in this, if you're not careful. No, soft lock. You can kind of... Oh, run, run! That thing kind of heat-seeks on you, too, so... It's kind of weird that the 1-up is just a heart, I always think. Or I always thought. With other games, it's always something kind of unique, you know? Also, I'm not sure if you actually get an extra life if you reach 100 gyms. It's kind of hard to reach that amount, so... Hatsu! I mean, maybe we'll find out eventually, but it probably won't be anytime soon. See, this game feels pretty good to play with a thumbstick, so... you know, it's not too bad. Oh, look at that. There's a jelly in here. I didn't see that before. Oh, that's cool. You don't actually have to hold down. You can just press the button and you do a 180. That's pretty handy. I've always thought that Resident Evil's tank controls... I know this is a little bit off topic, but I've always thought that Resident Evil's tank controls were really good. You know, I mean, tank controls, people talk crap about it, but they can be done very well, and I think they have a place in certain games, you know. Obviously, horror survival is a great example. Resident Evil, Silent Hill, there's some others. I can't really think of any off the top of my head at the moment. But, you know, classic PlayStation 164 era, you know, sort of classic gaming horror, or horror games, you know. I can't think and do things at the same time. But, I mean, if you've been on this channel before, you know that by now. So let's take a second and talk about early gaming conventions. I'll say, like, of the early 3D era, I guess would be the correct way to say it. So, a lot of, like, maybe not a convention, but a lot of, like, things in games that existed back then don't exist now. For instance, like, load times. You don't really see long load times at all in games anymore. In fact, open world gaming is a big thing right now. Like, it was a big thing before, but it's had, like, a resurgence now where a lot of popular games are taking the open world approach. But that kind of stuff just wasn't really possible back then. Whoa, had a little bit of lag there, a lag spike. But anyway, that kind of stuff just wasn't really possible back then, you know. And, you know, it's great to see that now, but it kind of does something that I don't think is great to video games and gamers in general. Yikes. So, honestly, I think open world games kind of make you worse at video games in general. You know, they, well, first off, if the game is, you know, open-ended or lets you play past the actual end of the story, you play forever. And it kind of makes you worse at challenges and quests. Like, things that the game gives you to do. If you're not doing those, then what are you doing? Or what are you doing? You're just kind of piddling around, wasting time, playing, having fun. And that's fine. But if there's nothing to challenge you, then you're not going to increase in skill. Now, that's not always true. Of course, playing the game itself is going to increase your skill. But also, you know, coupled with the way that games are designed nowadays, most games, there's really not a lot of challenge to be had in games. Not like forced challenge. Like, you remember Nintendo games, NES games, and NES games were very difficult. If you don't remember them, let me tell you, NES games were hard. The original Nintendo, shit was hard. And a lot of that was from design and, you know, limitations, but still, those games were designed in a way that, they were designed in a linear way so that if you did not get past the first part, you could not progress to the next. Games nowadays don't really do that a whole lot. Like, some of them do, I'd say a good chunk do, but the majority of popular games that most people play are either open-ended or open world or just, are sandbox games, which is fine. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Also, it sort of opens up the market to, people who wouldn't normally play games. But at the same time, it kind of is nowhere near as challenging as it was before. Which is unfortunate because, I think most people will agree that video games are not anywhere near as difficult as they were before. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, like I said. I just think that there's less challenge involved in playing them nowadays. Which sucks a little bit because, of course there will be things like Dark Souls that come along and they're hard on purpose. Oh, look at this! But anyway, of course there will be games like Dark Souls that are hard on purpose. But games just aren't really that challenging anymore, Oh. Ah, messed it up. I don't know if I can come back in here or not. I don't think so, since it gave me an extra life. I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't just let you abuse that to gain infinite lives, but let's find out. Nope. Okay. See, now, if this was a modern game, they would allow you to try again, most likely. Just because, well, they don't want you to miss things, You're not allowed to miss things in games. You're not allowed to, at your own fault, you're not allowed to make mistakes and actually have to pay for them, is the problem. You can make all the mistakes you want, but oh, no, we'll cover it for you. It's cool. There's no responsibility in these kind of things anymore. I mean, in a few. There are exceptions, of course, but I'm talking about, generalities here. Oh, I missed it. Back in the day, if you fucked up in a game like this, you're screwed. I just swore, didn't I? Whoops. If you messed up in a game like this, back in the day, you're screwed. But nowadays, not so much. The only games I've really seen that have stuff like that are, indie games, honestly. I mean... Okay, but let's go back to, things about the 90s games. So, like I said before, things like load times don't exactly exist now. Saving to memory cards and things like that. Obviously, that kind of stuff is antiquated, whatever. But there are some things that just don't seem to exist anymore. Like, for instance, the art style, the sort of polygonal stuff, which it's starting to gain in popularity again. I'm sorry, I was scratching my nose. It's starting to gain in, like, a small amount of popularity. Again, kind of like back when 8-bit was getting a resurgence. But, it's not seeing the popularity that it did before. And obviously, 3D stuff is way better now. But I don't know if I really would consider it an improvement. I think it's different, but I don't really think it's an improvement. I mean, sure, it looks more real, I guess, air quotes, but I don't think it's an improvement. It's like people that argue that 3D is an improvement over 2D. I don't think so. It's just an artistic choice. Whoops. Let's see here. You do get a little bit of momentum or movement in the air, actually. You can move quite a bit in the air, which is pretty cool. Let's see. I don't remember if I came in from that door down there. I don't know. I think this is an optional area, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, yeah, that's an optional area. There's gonna be a worm in there, isn't there? Yeah, there is. Oh, it has a ponytail! I don't know if you can kill that worm, but I'm not apt to find out. I like that. I like that I can move in midair after I break the box. That's pretty useful. But I remember doing this part as a kid and having to jump all the way back up there again. And I didn't like it. But anyway, I digress. So let's see, what other things just don't exist in games anymore? The difficulty drop has existed, the graphics, the memory cards, that kind of stuff like that. But, there's also just platformers you know, that kind of thing. They were, like, platformer collectathons were really popular when I was a kid. You know, you had, like, Mario 64, you had Crash Bandicoot, you had Spyro, you had Banjo-Kazooie, just all that stuff, you know? Super popular. But not so much anymore. Like, there's been a few, but they haven't been really popular, like Ukulele and all that stuff. You know, they haven't really been popular. You know, I kind of take back what I said about difficult games, because about, I'd say 10 years ago, there was an actual resurgence in difficult games. Most of them were indie games, but there was a resurgence. Oh shoot, right. It's faster to jump than it is to sidestep. I'm not sure what this is doing here, but... if you turn before you jump, it kind of alters the trajectory and messes you up a little bit, which is unfortunate, but... I'm not going to try to perfect this game, I'm just going to run through it. Maybe if we're lucky, I'll actually be able to beat it before, you know, it gets too early in the morning. This is already 3:30 in the morning now, but should have plenty of time. I might be able to beat the game. I don't know. I've never beaten it before, and I definitely didn't, you know, definitely didn't get very far when I was a kid. I remember, I think, getting to the second boss as a kid, and that was it. Of course, when I was a kid, I was very ADD. I mean that for real. I had ADD. I'm not trying to be edgy or whatever, but I was very inattentive and had to switch games pretty much every, you know, 40 minutes or so. There was one game that I could always fall back on and play, which was Chocobo's Dungeon 2, which was a Final Fantasy Rogue Dungeon game starring a Chocobo as the main character. Oh, okay, I almost fell off of that, which isn't supposed to be able to happen, but it almost did. Okay. I like this sort of nighttime atmosphere of this level, by the way. The sort of, like, dusk nighttime atmosphere. It's very nice, I think. Ah, I should have just turned around. I didn't think I'd be able to have the time to do it, though. I don't know why I'm going for these gyms. I feel like that's one downside of the game's design, is why would you collect all the gyms? Even if you do get an extra life, it doesn't really matter, just because the extra lives are easy to get. I mean, how many have I gotten so far? I've gotten, like, 3 extra lives, I think, or 4. You know, which is pretty cool, honestly. Then again, maybe the late game is a lot harder, and that'd just be a nice way to start building up lives. I don't know. I also kind of like that this game is fairly linear. This game took more of a Crash Bandicoot approach than a Spyro approach. And I don't know, you know, which game came first. I don't know if this came before either of those, but, you know, I'm fairly certain Crash Bandicoot came first, but I could be wrong. But anyway, you know, this game took more of a Crash Bandicoot approach. It's much more linear than it is open world, non-linear sort of stuff, you know. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, here's the boss! Interesting boss music, by the way. So this boss is fairly easy. Just get close, wait for him to attack, and then you go up and swing at him. He's fairly easy, but he is the first boss, so whatever. Man, it's kind of cool. This game, I know because I've ripped the music before, actually has unused audio tracks. Which is kind of cool. It has like 4 or 5 unused audio tracks, I think. 3 or 4, maybe? For unused levels and stuff. I'm sure there's probably like a boundary break video on this or something. I don't know, but... there we go. Got him. Easy. Then again, Papu Papu is an easy boss. The first boss of most of the Spyro games is an easy boss. You know, just gotta set you up to get used to things. You know? Also, this game was aimed at kids, so that's fair. Man, it sure sucks that when I was a kid, I just didn't have the focus to actually go and finish any of these games, really. You know, I didn't even finish Chocobo's Dungeon 2. I never got to the end of that game until I was a teenager. I think the only game I ever finished on PlayStation was this game that was like a just generic, like, great value brand dodgeball game for PlayStation. Oh, okay, we got him, good. But anyway, it was like a great value brand game, you know, one of those just generic knockoffs, and it was just called Dodgeball. It didn't even have, like, a real name. It was okay, though. It wasn't a bad game. It was just super, super short. It was like 5 matches against increasingly difficult opponents that weren't even that hard. And then there was like a really difficult team at the end. Let's see. We got 2 doors. I'm not sure which one goes where, but I think this one's probably the main path and the top one's probably the extra path. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Okay, maybe they both go to the same place, because I have no clue how to actually get that box. I'm sure they both go to the same place, actually, probably. Which is kind of cool. I like that. Oh! Gosh dang it, I ran right into him. Kaboo! I love his silly sound effects that he has. I also think it's interesting that there's no voice acting in this game. I mean, Crash didn't have voice acting, but Spyro did. Spyro had voice acting. Then again, if this game came first, then, you know. Whoops. Well, I walked and fell right there. I don't know why I'm walking backwards when I could just turn around. You know, I kind of miss when platformers... Like, I miss, good platformers. I haven't played a good platformer in a long time. So, I really feel like there's way less reason to get gems in this, also because in Sonic, you get more points. Because score is kind of important in Sonic. You know, it's just the way the game's made, the old school Sonic games. Score is kind of important. Rings, I mean, objects like that you also want to collect just because they make, like... They're nice looking, and they make an interesting sound when you collect them. I feel like that's just a small detail that kind of drives you to collect more. Plus, if you're like me, you love to collect everything in games. Like, anytime I play Fallout or Skyrim, or any of the other Elder Scrolls games, I take everything. Everything's coming with me. You know, once I have room to start carrying more stuff, I'll pick up literally everything and stockpile it, even if it has no purpose. In fact, a while back I was playing Fallout 4 and I installed a mod called Thematic Loot, which adds... Or no, it wasn't Fallout, it was Skyrim. And it adds loot that literally serves no purpose, pretty much, other than having a sell value. But it's cool. You find, you know, stuff that would just be there. I've also had a garbage mod in Fallout 4 that adds random garbage. But in that, it serves a purpose because you can, you know, scrap it for actual resources. But anyway, I digress. I love collecting things in video games. So, collectathon platformers, I've always thought were fun. I never played Banjo-Kazooie as a kid, although I did recently go back and revisit it and play a little bit of it, and it's pretty good. I know people always say that it's, you know, one of the best, and they're correct. It is. It's really good. It's got a, you know, great attitude. The character designs are great. The music's good. It's designed by one of the best gaming companies that used to exist. I know they exist now, but they suck, so, you know. They don't really make great games anymore. Oh, back off! There we go. So, let's see here. I had something else I wanted to talk about before I actually started the video, but I can't remember what it is right now. That's unfortunate. I mentioned it earlier, I just don't remember what it is. Man, I gotta say, that's probably my biggest downfall as a gamer, is that I just can't remember small details. I lose track of that stuff a lot. I mean, it kind of depends on the game, also. Okay, so this is the test of the thing I was doing earlier, gotcha. Nope, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just break one and see what you get? I only got gems, so that sucks. Because there was more to that level down there. Oh, well. Like I said, we're just running through this. We're not trying to be a completionist or anything. I think we're one level away from the boss, so let's see what happens. You know, I wonder if there's any... I mean, not really mods, but I wonder if there's any, like, different versions of this game available. Like, if someone online has made, like, an HD retexture or something. I'll definitely have to look into that, because if there is, I want to play it. You know. There is a PC version of this game, so I guess there technically could be mods. I don't really see anyone, you know, changing up the PS1 ISO or anything, but there is a PC version, so maybe. Click, click, what did that do? Okay, cool. I got us another platform. I don't know why I attacked right there. You gotta be kind of careful, because you kind of slide a little bit in this game. Not a whole lot, but you slide just, like, the tiniest bit when you're turning and moving quickly, so... Gotta be a little bit careful with those controls. So, I'll share a memory right quick that just popped into my head. So when I was a kid, I had a PlayStation, obviously. I was, like, somewhere between the age of 6, 7, or 8 when I got my PlayStation. It's hard for me to remember. My memory is not very good. I just told you that, but I think that platform disappeared. Shoot, I gotta do this quick then. I don't know if I can do this in time, actually. But I'll share a memory that was just unlocked with you guys right quick. So, when I was really, really young, I already had the PlayStation, so I had to have been somewhere between, you know, 6... It had to be somewhere between, like, 7 and 10 years old, I think. So I went to a pawn shop with my dad, and we were there, and they had a PlayStation set up, and they were selling PS1 games. And the PS1 was still relatively new, so they had quite a bit of them. And they had a copy of Disney's Hercules, which I will let you know right now is a fantastic game that not a lot of people know about. Okay, the platform's gone, so maybe it just didn't even pop up to begin with. I can't get up there without this box, and there's not enough time to move the box all the way over here, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, so they had a copy of Disney's Hercules, which I played, and I absolutely loved. And my dad bought it for me. I went home, I played it, and it was great. Now, I know I said I've never beaten any games when I was a kid, but I did technically beat it on easy. But it doesn't matter, because if you beat it on easy, you know, the game just tells you to screw off and beat it on a harder difficulty. It doesn't actually let you finish the game and fight the final boss, unless you play it on normal or higher. Which sucks, because as a kid, you know, I played it, I beat it, and I was like, I don't want to do this all over again, and I never really touched it again. It took me a while to beat it on normal, but, you know, I did beat it on normal. Well, that thing's weird. It's spitting at me. Uh-oh. I don't have any gems. Just trying to get away quick. Oh, I did have a gem. I wish that invincibility period worked for the lava, but it does not, so... It's also very interesting that Croc doesn't have, like, a double jump or anything, since it's a butterfly. I don't think I can get it or anything, but... It's strange that you can move sideways in midair a little bit, since you can't just move sideways. It's a little weird. It's a little odd. You kind of got to get used to it. I know I keep jumping all over the place, but I'm just trying to think of things to say while also doing things. There was this jelly in there, so we're going to run past it. But, yeah, like I said, that Hercules memory, it's kind of... I don't know, it's actually kind of burned into my brain. I lied a little bit. I didn't just think of it. I think about it a lot sometimes, but, you know. There are a few memories like that I have that are related to games. Like, for instance, I remember being at some store, I don't know where, but I wanted to get Wario Land 4 for the Game Boy Advance. So it had to be after the Game Boy Advance came out, obviously. Shoot, I messed that up, didn't I? But anyway, I wanted Wario Land 4, and my dad wouldn't buy it, and that was the first time I ever threw a fit, and that was the only time I ever threw a fit with my dad. But, I got the game, so that was cool. But I was very young, so, I was a kid. The only other time I ever threw a fit at all over a video game was again, it was Game Boy Advance, and there was a place in the town I lived that had just opened that was selling games, and they had a copy of The Legend of Zelda 2 on Game Boy Advance, the emulated version on the Game Boy Advance. And I really wanted it, and my stepdad went in to buy it for me, bought the wrong game, came out, and I got really mad. I don't know why, but I got really mad. So he went back in and got the right game, and that was it. That's the whole story. But, you know, I digress. Oh no! I slid right off that log. I was just trying to look over there for a second. But, you know, again, I'm loving these nighttime levels. Like, I like that it's still... I shouldn't have done that. I like that it's still well lit, but at the same time, it's night. You can obviously tell it's night, even though it's lit well. Let's see here. I'm not sure if I can actually reach that height from here. Oh, I can. I definitely can. Well, one of these... Actually, maybe the reason to get the crystals is that right there. Some of them are actually hidden. So that makes sense, I suppose. Yazoo! What was the direction they gave this voice actor for these lines? These couldn't have been written lines, could they? Like, you know, alright, when you get in the box, you're gonna go in and you're gonna say Yazoo. This. Lovely. This is awful. Moving box! Oh no, I almost had it. But it like, threw me off. Let's see, is it going in a pattern, or... I don't think it is, actually. I wonder if I land on it. Like, can I just land on it and it'll stop moving? I don't think so. Also, I gotta say that 180 in midair is pretty good. Like, you can actually 180 in midair. And it does stop your momentum, which is cool. So technically, you could use it to just stop your momentum in midair. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. It does stop when you just get on top of it, so that's good. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the point of the little Gobbos is, like, of collecting them all. I don't know if it unlocks something when you beat the game, or maybe it's just a score sort of deal. More of like an interactive score type of thing. Also, there's a lot of magma on this island, or lava, I suppose. I don't know if you can hear it, but my chair is creaking. I need to get a new one. I got this Serta chair a while back. Oh no. We need to keep moving. Anyway, I got this Serta executive chair or whatever a while back, and it's very nice, actually. It was definitely worth... Oh no. Oh. Whew. That was close. It was definitely worth the price. But I probably won't be buying another one anytime soon just because of that factor. This chair was fairly expensive, but I had the money, and, you know, if you play games, at least on PC, you need a good chair, so I was like, I can spare this, so I will. You know, I always feel bad about buying things like that for myself, but I had the money, and it wasn't going to go towards anything else, so why not, right? As, you know, it improves your life a little bit. Okay. Oh, there's a thing to climb on over there. I wonder how many people saw that and walked into that lava. Like, there had to have been at least one person who saw that and just walked into the lava, right? Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so, I want to give a shout-out, by the way, to a buddy of mine, Jamal Thompson. I forgot. I'm sorry, Jamal, I messed up your name. It's like 4 in the morning. Forgive me. Jamal Thomas. He's a good buddy of mine, and we were talking earlier this morning, actually, about that crappy Scooby-Doo game that I played. Because he was actually watching the video, which was cool. Let's see, can you sidestep in midair? No, it just turns you. Okay, well that's not very useful. Then again, though, I don't think you're meant to just turn in midair like that, or sidestep in midair, so I don't think it's a big deal. That was kind of a leap of faith, because I didn't know where I was going there for a second. I forgot if the lava was also up here or not. But anyway, Jamal, I'm sorry I fucking said your name wrong, but it's fairly early in the morning, and although I had a small nap, I've been up since 7, so... Because it's like 3:42 right now. What are these mushrooms for, by the way? And I know, like, what is this, water? Cool. I guess I've never been in here before, because I didn't remember that. Whoa, you can swim in this game? That's crazy. It's also not, it's kind of bad, but it's not too bad for being a PlayStation 1 3D polygonal platformer, you know? Okay, I take that back. It's pretty rough. It's hard to... Because when you turn, he turns really wide. He turns, like, very slow and very wide. So it's easy to miss these crystals. At least you apparently have infinite oxygen. That's good. Oh, I can tap the button to go faster? Nice. Oh, there's the boy. Now, I can pop the bubble. That way he'll, you know, suffocate. Or, you know, whatever, drown. It's so hard to control underwater. It's so hard to go straight. God, this part's pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. The rest of the game's been pretty good, but this part's pretty rough. Honestly, I hope there are no more of these segments, but I guarantee you there will be, probably. Oh no, I dropped the thing! Good thing that there's no oxygen, because I just dropped something and had to pick it up right quick. Anyway, let's get out of here. Out of this terrible swimming segment. Can't wait to do more of that. How long has it been? We've been playing this 40 minutes? Nice. I don't know why I keep saying we. You're obviously not here with me, but, you know. I don't know. I talk to, you know, you as an audience member, number one, because I'm playing the game, and it'd be boring if I was just sitting here playing the game silently. I mean, people like that. That's fair. I watch that sometimes. But what I mean is, you know, you came to watch someone play the game and get their impression from the game. So I think that it really helps when you talk to, you know, whoever's watching the video as if they were an individual person. That way it seems personalized for each person who watches, you know? I really feel like that helps, you know, not increase, but that really helps the sensation of watching the video, you know? Whoa, that guy's got boxing gloves. That's not great. And a creepy grin. Oh no, what was that? I just ripped something. Yikes. Uh-oh. It's ripping again. It's these sleep shorts. These old sleep shorts. That's not good. Alright, let's continue on. This looks lovely. Moving platforms again. Oh, look at that background. Look at that very, very 90s PS1 background. You know, I kind of wish that I was born in the 80s. In the very early 80s. That way I could have experienced the mid and late 80s as a kid, then the 90s as a teenager. I feel like that would have been very cool. Because I'm 30 now, and it sucks now, so it would have been really nice if the 2010s I was 30. Even though the 2010s also kind of sucked, but, I mean, every era does, so... God, I'm so glad I can walk backwards and attack at the same time. Whoa! Did you see me speed through that box? Geez, speedrun strats. So, I don't remember, I think I played Q*bert and uploaded the video of that to my channel, but I might be wrong. Yeah, so if you double tap, by the way, you can just go through boxes super quick. It also acts as an extra attack if there's an enemy below the box, so that's cool. But anyway, I think I uploaded a video of me playing Q*bert on the PS1, but I don't remember. I'll have to check after this. It's been a minute since I've uploaded content, you know, regularly. Like, I uploaded the Scooby-Doo one, but before that, I think it'd been a while. You know, it's gonna be real... Whoa! Oh, do I have to... Okay, I was about to say, it's gonna be real boring if every enemy is just attacked with the tail, and that's how you get them. Oh, shoot, I can't hit him when the crowd's booing at him. That's unfortunate. This is interesting. You know, I like how this guy has a boxing ring set up already. He's got a boxing ring with his face on it. Oh, this isn't good. What am I doing wrong here? I'm about to die also. Maybe I have to hit him from behind. Nope, it killed me. What did I do the first time? What did he do the first time is the question. Also, I don't have any crystals now. That's not good. One hit and I'm dead. That seems like an oversight. Ooh, that is an oversight. Alright, so hit him when he's out of breath. Gotcha. At least he's slow. Wow! I don't know who this crowd is, but they love me. Man, this music is just jazzing, man. Music is great. Oh, shoot. Gosh dang it. I keep thinking that he's gonna let me hit him then, but nope. Man, it sure sucks that I'm out of crystals. Soup! Soup! Man, I bet a speedrun of this game is fairly impressive to watch. Like, I don't think that it would be very hard compared to other games, but I do think it would be cool to watch. Oh, he has a lot of range on that slam attack, actually. Just gotta keep getting close and running, though. Alright. Probably the last hit here. It's usually 3 hits with bosses like this, so... You know, I kind of wonder why they waited to make another Mario platformer. Like a big one, a 3D one. You know, it was like, what? It was Super Mario 64, then it was Sunshine, and then it was Galaxy and Galaxy 2, and then Odyssey, right? Like, that was the order, I think. It really seems weird that they waited to do anything after 64. You think that it was, you know, I mean, it was hugely popular, and it's a great game, so you'd think they would have taken the time to make a sequel, you know, on the 64. Maybe that's something to do with the launch of the PlayStation, I don't know. You know, and all that bullcrap that happened with Sony and Nintendo. Man, speaking of Nintendo, let's talk about how Nintendo's not a very good company. So, my buddy had an interesting idea. My buddy Joe Shadowbox is his nickname. But anyway, he had an interesting idea. So he was like, man, when they release Pokemon Stadium on the Switch, I wonder how they're going to do the transfer pack, you know? And he was like, I bet they're going to bundle it together with, you know, virtual console versions of the first 3 games. And I was like, that would be sick. But I don't think they're going to do that. And guess what? They didn't do that. Instead, all they did was just make it so that you can't transfer Pokemon to it. Which seems like the laziest way possible to do things. Hey, I wonder, No, they don't. But, also, why would they release the first Stadium and not the second? I mean, why would you not just... The second one's just a better version of the first one. It fixes all of the Gen 1 stuff, like the not attacking after waking up from sleep and all that nonsense. You know. But also... I don't know if I can do this without dying. Oh, sure can. But also... You know, you can be like, well, people like the first one, and that's fair. If that's true, then why wouldn't they just release both of them? Are they just trying to wait? Like, what's the point of that? Just release them both at once. There's no point in stringing us along. You know, honestly, I thought they were going to release Stadium a long time ago. Like, you know, I figured they'd just release it when Scarlet and Violet came out, or before Scarlet and Violet came out, so they could, you know, kind of hype the game. Like, give us something to tide us over until it, you know, it comes out. By the way, if you're noticing me stopping a lot, it's because I'm trying to either A, catch up with my thoughts, or B, not swear. Nintendo makes me angry, and when I'm angry, I swear, so... You know, just to let you know about that. And then there was the whole deal with the Advance Wars game. You know, the remake of that. Advance Wars was a Game Boy Advance and DS, 3DS era tactical, you know, sort of Fire Emblem style game where you move your troops about and then you attack, except it didn't have customizable troops like Fire Emblem does where you can change their classes and stuff. Anyway, so it's about like a world war between these like four fictitious countries and then an extra country or whatever. So they delayed it because of the war with Ukraine and Russia, which I guess is fine, but the game had been in development for a while, the remake, you know? And as a fan of that game, I was very disappointed to see them delay the game for, you know, a long time. Because they delayed it for quite a while. It's still not even out now. So, it's, you know, they're taking pre-orders for it, but it's still not out yet. So, I don't know, man. It seems like a silly decision. Oh, right, I gotta go that other way. Unless, actually, I'm supposed to go this way and loop around? I like that wall sliding. That's actually pretty useful sometimes. Yeah, okay. Whee! Oh, I missed it, my bad. You know, there are a lot of different textures in this game. Like, the boxes look different on every level. There are a ton of different enemies, you know. A bunch of background textures and stuff. Man, ice. Ice mechanics in video games. Speaking of ice mechanics in video games, for those of you that missed it, the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the Pokemon Gen 4 remakes, on the Ice Gym, you could actually cheat through the entire puzzle because of the way the game was programmed. Not very good there. Not very good. I don't think Game Freak actually designed or... Is there something down there? But I don't think Game Freak actually had a hand in the remakes. I'm pretty sure it was another company. Which could explain things. But also Game Freak's been kind of on the decline for a while. Although Scarlet and Violet was pretty freaking good. I will admit that. It's bad glitch-wise. It's very bad, especially day one. Ow, did you do that? It's a very glitchy game. I will not defend it in that regard. Although its story's pretty good, it takes some risks that the other games, you know, haven't. It did the open world pretty good. Catching Pokemon's pretty fun. The only thing, well, not the only thing, but one of the major changes I would have made is I would have made the catching more like Arceus, Legends Arceus. Which, if you haven't played that, that's a fantastic open world game. And it's not true open world, but it's open world enough. It's a very, very good Pokemon game. There are some weird decisions. Is there anything behind this? It's got some weird decisions, but overall, it's a pretty fun game. It's got crafting, it's got open world, you can run around, you can just catch Pokemon. You don't even have to battle them. If you're lucky enough, and if you use the right kind of ball, you can just catch them, which is super cool. The Pokedex actually requires you to do challenges to fill it out, which makes sense, because it's technically the first Pokedex. You know, Arceus is a pretty good game. But, you know, it doesn't really have... I don't think it has any multiplayer, which is fine, because it's, you know, it's not meant to be a multiplayer experience. Okay, let's see here. Let's look around. There's probably a platform that'll pop up there if I hit that button, I imagine. Then I can get those crystals. I don't know why I called them gems earlier. They're obviously crystals, but... Can I get up here? Hey, my jump height is pretty big in this game. It's pretty high in this game, I gotta say. Get over here before that guy respawns. I mean, this game is pretty fun, by the way. I remembered some of it going in, but I didn't remember everything, so I'm glad that this game is actually as fun as I remember. Right, I don't have the key, and I don't know if I was supposed to get it in this level or not, so... Or in this area, so I don't know. I'm just gonna go on past it. We don't need to get everything, I've said that a couple times already, we're just here to play. You know, we're just here to have fun and run through the game. And not in a hurry or anything, but... Oh man. Oh man. Okay, there's the key right there, actually. Cool. I really appreciate that you can go back to areas... Oh, is that a platform down there? That's weird. I really appreciate you can go back to areas you've been in before, though. Yikes. I think maybe I was meant to hop on that platform. Oh, what am I doing? I already have the key. My bad. I'm just gonna wait till it runs all the way around. No! I slid off. Alright, I'm out of lives, too, so this... God dang it, I did the same thing again! What am I doing? So hopefully, if you run out of lives, you just reset at the start of the level. I don't know. I haven't saved those, so we might be in trouble. Honestly, we might be in trouble if I die. So I'm gonna save at the next level, and we'll see what's going on. Man, I wonder if this got a international release. Because I mean, some games don't. You know, some games never get an international release, especially in Japan. A lot of Japanese exclusive PlayStation games, which makes sense. Sony, so you know, that does make sense. Woo! Look at me. I'm just flying through the level. I want that box. I want that box. I want that box. Oh, come on, come on. So, oh, no. Oh, good. That actually stops your momentum, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll find out here in a second. So here we go. Oh! Did you see that? I did a flip! Whoa! That's crazy. That was pretty cool, actually. Alright, I think I'll probably have to start the level over. Yeah, let's save the game right quick. Pretty sure I have memory cards set up. I don't know. I haven't really played EPSXE on here. Oh, yeah, I've got the Scooby-Doo one. Good. I'm going to go back to that sometime. Oh, we're 18% of the way through the game, apparently. I kind of hope that includes all of the Gobbos and secret areas and the keys and things. Because if we're only 18% of the way through this game, that's kind of crazy. Whoa, I don't believe that this game is that long. Like, there's no way, so... Let's go... Okay, please get off the door, please. I wish that sidestep was bigger, because as it stands, it doesn't feel like it's big enough at all. It's much too short to be of use. Okay, so it's not really stopping the ice momentum, or stopping my momentum on the ice, I guess is what I mean. Getting some close jumps here. Man, so, I gotta say, the past year or so, maybe 2 years, I've really tried to, I don't want to say rebrand, but I've been trying to change my channel's image a little bit. I got rid of all my old, you know, shitpost videos. Sorry for swearing, but it's kind of part of the word. That's pretty much what they were, so... But, you know, I got rid of all my old shitpost videos and my ones of me doing stuff with friends and family. And I've really just focused on the gaming stuff in this channel. Although I didn't delete that stuff, it is uploaded to another channel, which is just the same name as this one, except PM instead of AM. So it's 147 PM, misspelled with a U. Because, you know, you gotta do it. You know, 10 years ago, when you're up at 1:47 in the morning, you have no idea for a channel name, that's what you do. So, you know. I don't know if that was a crystal or not, like a good one. Man, this is some tricky... Oh, no! This is some tricky platforming, actually, with this ice and these cogs. It's actually fairly difficult, I gotta say. Although, one good thing about that ice is it does give you the speed to get onto the other platforms, so that's cool. Oh, no! Gosh dang it. Although it does cause you to slide like an idiot and make bad jumps, so... Okay. Did I get that box? I did, didn't I? Hey, I wonder what's over there. Is there anything over there? There is. There's a door over there. Cool. How do I get all the way over there, though? I'll probably have to jump from this ice with the bonus speed, I imagine. Oh, the balloon. Okay, there's a balloon. Oh, it's really easy to walk off those platforms, believe me. Like, trust me on that one. Whee! You know, there is a sequel to this game, and I've never played it before. I might have to play it, actually. If I beat this tonight, and I have time before I'm supposed to go do stuff tomorrow, I might actually just play the second game. You know, one next to the other. And I'll let you know at the end of this video if I decide to do that, in case you're interested in watching another one. Me just playing the second game back-to-back with this one. Of course, it'll be, a couple hours after this one uploads, probably. At least an hour after this one uploads. But, I'll let you know if I'm gonna do it. There we go. What if I can jump from here? Nope, I guess not. I'm gonna guess that the water in this level will probably kill me. I mean, it is, you know, it's cold enough that there's ice here. But then again, it's cold enough, or it's warm enough that that water isn't frozen, so I don't know. I'm gonna guess it probably will, though. Probably just a replacement for the lava in the first stages. Alright, so we've beaten 2 bosses. Let's go on to a third, right? Man, this music is just really good. Okay, before I break this box, is there anything up there? There is. There's another box. Okay. Alright, cool. Man, it's really satisfying to hit those boxes, by the way. Very satisfying. Gotta say. You know, maybe I'm glad they didn't ever do anything else with Croc. Because, I mean, look at what happened to, you know, Spyro with the Skylanders, you know, crap. You know, and that may have been a good game, but the reason people don't like it is because it kind of destroyed Spyro's image, you know. Although, then again, there were the bad Spyro PS2 games that also ruined Spyro's image. You know, they were either not good games or they tried to make Spyro very edgy. I will say I would have enjoyed it if I had anyone to play it with. The multiplayer Spyro game on PS2 seemed like a cool idea. Too bad in the single player, you're taped to another dragon and can't go more than like 10 feet. That was a bad design choice. You know, make it separate. Make the single player where you don't have to do that. You know, sure, they can still be there, the other character, and follow you around, but there's no need to be like linked to them that closely. Is there anything here? Oh, there's stuff behind me. How about that? These levels are getting a lot more intricate and cool. Is that a big old dog over there? Oh, I didn't get him fast enough. Alright, we got the red gem. You know, I like that games back in the day, I kind of liked that they were ambiguous about, you know, what was what. Like, nowadays, a lot of games just try to explain... Oh, no! Whew! That was close. But anyway, a lot of games just try to explain literally everything now. Like, oh, what are the crystals? Well, the crystals are byproducts of blah, blah, blah that formed what... No, we don't need that. It's a platformer for the PlayStation 1. You know? Another water segment. I'm glad this game doesn't explain the origin of the Gobbos or where all the crystals come from. Oh, no! Okay, well, I can attack underwater, so that's okay. How do I break boxes underwater, though? I just hit them? Okay, cool, I can just hit them. Nice. Oh. I also like that it echoes when you're underwater. You can probably hear me clacking the controller, I imagine. This is a first-party controller, but it's just a cheap wired one, so the buttons are very clacky, very clicky. Speaking of clicky, though, I do have this amazing keyboard. It is very clicky. I gotta say, this was a good $80 spent. It's, I can't remember, is it Razer? I think it's Razer. And it actually has a bunch of custom... Oh no! On an ice one! Gosh dang it. Should have guessed that was what was going on, though. Man, the sound effect really reminds me of Vigilante 8. I don't know why. There's something in there that sounds like that, though. But anyway, back to the keyboard. My keyboard is actually very nice. It's got a lot of custom lighting effects and stuff. You can, you know, assign individual lighting effects to each key. It's really neat. It's also mechanical, which is nice, and it's got a very nice response time. It's pretty good. I'm satisfied. The only thing I don't like is that occasionally it will, like, it'll kind of disconnect. It doesn't really disconnect, but what it does is like, the input will be weird. You'll press a key, and it'll press it about 8 or 9 times in a row. It's happened about 3 times since I've got it. It's not consistent at all. It doesn't happen when I do something. It just kind of happens. But it's not annoying enough that I've, you know, quit using the keyboard. Oh, no! Gosh dang it. Well, that was an unfortunate turn of events. Oh, well, let's do the level again. Yeah, those extra lives would have came in handy now. from collecting crystals, if that was a thing, but... Kind of unfortunate they put a big enemy like that right in front of you as soon as this level starts. Not like he's very hard to, kill or anything, but... it's just a little unfortunate. If you were a kid when you played this, I could see you, I could see a kid, like, coming to the conclusion that that sucked. Or not being able to get past the dog. What? Come on, what was that? It's kind of hard to tell distance in this game underwater. I will say that. That's for sure. I'll give me the key. I wonder who worked on this game. I know that Fox published this, which is really weird, but I don't know who actually worked on this game, so... I've been thinking, I might do some live streaming again. That was easy. I haven't live streamed in a long time, but I might do it and then upload the live streams as recordings to YouTube. I'm not sure. I think it'd be interesting. I've done it before a couple times. I think the most viewers I ever had it once was somewhere around 30, so not that many. But, it's still cool to do that kind of stuff and be able to talk, to chat live. It'd be fun, I guess, if you could get enough people to just, like, have a conversation with and talk about the game. The thing about that, though, is if I stream, it's going to be a little bit more intensive than this on the system, on the PC, And also, I'm going to have to get a second monitor. That way I can watch chat. Because right now, honestly, I have one monitor, and it's a good monitor, but I have one monitor. And the way I'm set up right now is I've literally just got EPSXE open, like in an 800 by 600 window. Like it's right up there by OBS, so I can just watch and make sure OBS is doing what it's supposed to. Which you'd think I wouldn't have a problem with because this is a good emulator and OBS is a good streaming software, recording software. But no, I still gotta have it because OBS crashes sometimes with EPSXE. I'm not sure why. It gets an encoder error, and I'm not, I'm not a big PC guy, so I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I think it has something to do with the actual video, though. Again, not exactly sure what that means, so... Gosh dang it! Just slid right off that platform, but I have the key, and I was supposed to go this way, so let's just leave. I'm not sure where this key goes now, though, so... like I said before, I'm very forgetful, so I might have seen it and missed it, I don't know. Okay, it's not that way, that's the way we came from. Good thing the level loops, that way it's easy enough to figure out. Whoa, that was a weird sound. I like that when you break boxes you've already broken, butterflies fly out. It is kind of difficult to play this game, though, going back through levels like this, because if you run out of crystals, you're screwed. Because those boxes don't have crystals in them again. Okay, here we go. Is this not the right key? Oh. Alright. Okay. Wahey! Shazam! Yazoo! Anyway, these lines are so weird. I wonder if anyone's got a video of these lines uploaded to YouTube. Just these lines. Alright, let's go straight up this time and see if there's anything up here. Nope! Alright, through the tunnel. I think it's nice that there's two speeds for swimming in this game. You can either go to slow, steady pace with terrible turning, or you can go really fast with terrible turning, So that's cool. Oh, man. Alright. Wait, didn't I already get you? Yes, I did. Alright, let's see if I can do that flip again. Woo! Alright, that one switches your momentum. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty good. Being able to switch your momentum instantly on an ice level is a miracle, Alright, so if I don't have the key for that cage, what do I have the key for, though? And we're back here again. So, what is this key for? Man, I need a drink, and I don't have anything in here. I'm gonna have to run and go grab a drink here in a minute. Which I will pause the recording, so you won't notice any skip or anything. You know, one of the benefits of recordings over live streaming is that I can pause this and go do something for any amount of time at all, come back, and it'll still be here, you know. You might, like, hear a skip in music or something unless I pause it, but, you know, no big deal. Let's see, can I just walk straight off this? Cool. Not gonna get anything out of this box, but I'm gonna break it anyway, because it feels good and sounds great. Look at that! Footprints! That's pretty cool. Okay, so maybe there's something up there that I need the key to get. I figured I was just gonna go back to the same area, but I think this key gives me another key. Oh, maybe the other key just didn't matter then. Huzzah! I'm kind of surprised I made that. Not really. I'm not... Oh god, what? What the hell was that? The platform disappeared. That was cheeky. Okay, well now I'm out of crystals, so if I die on this dog, I'm just out of luck, because that's my last life, so... Boop! Oh, don't you die. Don't you fall right there. Alright, let's get this thing broke open. And find the exit in this level. Hello? There we go. Alright, balloon, take me there. It looks like there's a platform behind me, maybe, too. I kind of wish that the camera wasn't like a physical object, because it seems to be getting stuck on walls and things. You know, that's unfortunate. You know, it's kind of sad that I've only recorded 2 videos with OBS. Or technically 3, I guess, because I used to use Twitch Studio, and it's pretty bare bones. But OBS, man, OBS is a godsend. And it's free, which is crazy. Too bad that the colored crystals don't count as an actual crystal. That could come handy for situations like that right there, where there isn't another box. Or if there wasn't another box, I mean. Alright, let's risk going in here and see if we can get an extra life. Since I'm, you know, running very low on those. Oh, don't you dare. Okay. Oh, this looks awful. This place is huge. No! God dang it. This level's giving me some trouble. I'm actually going to pause right quick and go get a drink. So I'll be right back. See you in a second. Alright, I'm back. So I just had a thought. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:15. And I just remembered a time when I was younger. I was probably like 22, 23, and I was trying to record a video. And I don't even remember what it was. Just some Game Boy Advance games or something. And my mom, I lived with my mom at the time, and I was, like I said, I was playing Game Boy Advance games. And all of a sudden, faintly in the background, you could hear her playing music on her phone, which was awful quality. And I got a copyright claim for that. For her playing music in another room on her phone at horrible quality. And you know, I've been thinking about that a little bit lately because, again, earlier, I was looking at a video, a song that had just came out. It was from Inept's new album, Hope. And I noticed that there were about, 6 or 7 channels that just had it uploaded. Just with no anything, no lyrics or anything, just the song uploaded straight to their channel. And they had no copyright claims or copyright strikes against them. And those people are the people that need to be, struck, instead of just small content creators. Or in my case, micro content creators. Because I get at most 30 views on a video the day it airs on my channel. Gosh dang it, get the key, please. Anyway, I get 30 views at most the day a video airs on my channel. And these people are just ripping off musical artists and making money off their own advertising without getting any sort of copyright claims or strikes. Which is kind of nonsense. You know, why should I get copyright struck for someone playing music in the next room? Or claimed, you know. Why should, for instance, Vinny from Vinesauce got copyright struck, not claimed. He got copyright struck for the sound of crickets outside of his window. Like, YouTube is kind of a cesspit nowadays. And then the video stops, and my whole channel's deleted. No, but you know, I digress. But YouTube is kind of a cesspit. Like, it's all big business and advertisements now, and I understand you gotta make money somehow, but, you know, just, could it be, I don't want to say could it be any worse, because yes, it could. It could be worse, you know. But, I mean, even just people who watch videos, you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's, what, 2 ads at the start of a video? Sometimes it's an unskippable ad that's like 6 or 7 seconds. Sometimes it's a skippable 15-second ad. Then, depending on, you know, who... Oh, shoot. No. Depending on, you know, who the video's uploaded by, it's got ads in the middle of it. You know, forced or otherwise. Then, at the end, there's another 2 ads. Then you start another video, and there's another 2 ads. And they're talking about doing 3 ads. Gosh dang it, I just did the same thing. But they're talking about doing 3 ads per video, which is absolutely ridiculous. You know, and I know this is like, you know, it's first world problems or whatever, but this kind of stuff is an actual issue. You know, they're just, it's awful. YouTube is in a state of, you know, unrest over this kind of stuff. The copyright issue is really bad. It has been for years, you know. It's been real bad for a while, and it's probably not going to get any better. And I mean, from what I've heard, up until recently, YouTube didn't really generate money for Google at all. So that's probably why this change has happened, I imagine. Just, it was a sinking ship, and all they were doing was, you know, throwing the water over in buckets. Now they're trying to patch the holes. They're doing it in the worst way possible, though. But, you know, whatever. I digress. YouTube sucks, whatever, got it. But it's still the best platform for uploading videos, I think. That, you know, is actually, that has some reach. Like, people watch YouTube, you know. You know, people watch YouTube. People don't really go to other channels to watch stuff. You know, or other websites. Alright, let's try and loop back without dying now. Kinda getting these controls down pretty good at this point. Open up. Alright. Whee! Hi! Man, how did these little things survive before Croc came to this island? For real. Like, they're just little puffballs. They obviously can't fight back or anything. I mean, did you see the opening intro? Alright, we're gonna wait a second. And now we're gonna go. Woo! Close. Wahey! I'm gonna have to clip all the times of me making Croc sound effects and put them in a supercut compilation. Oh no, we waited too long for that. Now. Ooh, that's pretty close. That's pretty tight, actually, honestly. Pretty tight. Alright, let's do it. Oh no. Man, PlayStation 1 games are just great. A lot of them. I'm gonna have to play some more PS1 games. Oh, I was so afraid I was gonna slam down into the ether there. Splat! Oh my god, micro platform! Damn it! I don't know. I want to get the bonus though. There's no reason to get the bonus, but I want to get it. I'm gonna try one more time. If I fail the bonus again, we're just gonna go on to the next level. Because there's no reason to make this video an extra 30 minutes long just so I can get a bonus item. Wow, that happened. Okay. Dog dead. Moving on. Speaking of dog dead, Vinny from Vinesauce has an interesting new video out. called My House, which is a Doom map. And it is crazy. If you've never seen Doom mapping before, it's fairly basic. You know, Doom is an old game, and the maps are, you know, some of them can be pretty impressive, but, you know, they're all just your standard maps. You know, you go in, you shoot the enemies, you leave. My House is crazy, and it's a trick. It definitely is a trick. Sorry, spoiler alert if you've heard about it and you haven't seen anything yet. It's a trick. It's more like a creepypasta than anything else. It's very, very cool. I urge you to go and check it out because it is super cool. Vinny's video on it is pretty good. Chat tells him a lot of the secrets in it. He finds out a few on his own, but for the most part, chat directs him what to do. So I think he sees pretty much all the content in it. But the video is like almost 3 hours long. It's crazy. Yeah, there we go. Man, all my people from Centralia, Illinois. You guys remember Quiznos? You guys remember that? That crappy sub shop? I used to love going to Quiznos. Man, they were expensive. Subway was way, way cheaper, but man, something about Quiznos just, like, had class. I don't know. Used to be over by the post office in Centralia. You know, small town, very small town, but grew up there, loved it, hate it now, but I used to love it when I was a kid. I guess I don't really hate it. There's just, like, it's pretty bad crime-wise, and there's not a lot of pretty things to look at, and, you know, there's some nice stuff, like the Carillon, and Foundation Park's nice, but other than that, there's not a lot. A lot of drama and nonsense goes on there, too. So, you know. A lot of drugs, too. Drug problems. Real bad. But we're not here to talk about drug problems and bad little towns. We're here to talk about Croc. Too bad I don't have any information about Croc to let you know about. You know. I could look stuff up right quick, but, you know, whatever. That's lame. We're not going to do that. We're just going to play the game. Yeah, I really think it's impressive that there are footprints here, by the way. That's pretty cool. You don't see that in a lot of PS1 style games. Or PS1 games. I guess I shouldn't say style. Is that a colored crystal? Oh, come on. No, it's not. Alright. I really like the way these crystals look, by the way. How they're rainbowy or pearlescent or opalescent or whatever that's called. Man, I gotta say, I think Croc could give Mario a run for his money, jump height-wise. This boy can jump. Jump so high, he changed the camera. Did you see that? I mean, how big is, like, a full-grown crocodile if it was standing on its feet? Like, 4 feet? 5 feet, maybe? And he's jumping, like, 3.5 times his height. That's pretty big, you know? Then again, Mario, I guess, depending on the game, can jump extremely high. Like, what he can jump, like, 4 times his height in Super Mario World. And he's, like, 5 foot something, right? He's pretty good jumper. You know, he's pretty good. They don't call him Jumpman for nothing. Mario, Jumpman Mario. Speaking of which, speaking of Mario, the new Super Mario Brothers movie, I haven't actually seen it or heard hardly anything about it. I'm not sure. I might watch it when it, you know, comes out on DVD. Not DVD, but, you know, when it comes out. I might eventually watch it, but I'm not going to go see it in theaters. I'm not a big enough Mario fan. Although it's nice to see the video game movies are not garbage like they used to be. Like, there's very few video game movies that were decent, you know. Most of them were just really, really bad or subpar or mediocre. I think for the longest time that the best video game movie was probably the first Silent Hill movie. And I mean, it was made by a guy who cared about Silent Hill. Even though he changed some things, it was still a good movie. The VFX were all, well, for the most part, they were practical. And it was nice, you know. Sure, I don't understand why Pyramid Head's there, or why, you know, Henry isn't the main character, or Harry, I forget his name, but, you know, why they, you know, chose his wife instead of him. But whatever. You know, it's whatever. It's a decent movie. It's good, I think. If I had to give it a rating, it'd be like a 6 out of 5, you know, out of 10 or something around that area. Oh man, I'm thirsty. 2B1. I guess this is the boss. The first boss for this island. B1, I suppose. Oh, that thing. Glad that's just walking around. Is that a jetpack? Good. Lovely. Alright, let's fight a guy on a jetpack. I wonder how many levels are in this game. Oh, penguins! Well, if Crash Bandicoot's taught me anything, it's that penguins are evil, so... Alrighty, let's continue on here. I wonder if I can kill the penguins. I'm not gonna try unless I have to, but... Not a big fan of killing animals in video games. You know, I mean, animals, you know, just like regular animals can't defend themselves. Like, or they can, but they don't, you know, if you hit a dog, like people that hit dogs, you know, like the dog doesn't know any better. You can train the dog, but still, the dog is a dog. It doesn't understand context or complicated situations, you know. It just understands that the trash smells like food, or that, you know, your shoes are made of leather, you know? It's a dog. And like anytime I have to kill a rat in a video game, I feel extra bad because I've had a rat before, and rats are great. They're smart little animals. They're really friendly, really affectionate, you know? So anytime I play like an MMO or an RPG where you have to kill rats, I feel awful about it. You know, it just makes me think back to when I had a rat myself, and I'm not a big fan of it. You know? I know it gets to the point where you don't really care. You see it, it's an enemy in a game, and you're like, oh yeah, but it still bothers me a little bit, you know? There's like people that play Undertale and can go through it and just kill everyone. You know, with like pretty much no thought at all. They just see it as an enemy. You know? That's real unfortunate. Those people are real, you know, it's sad, I think. But whatever. I mean, I understand. I went through genocide too, but, you know, I don't know if that actually hurt him or not. He seemed to get up really fast, so... Okay, well, I can't hit him in the air, so... Maybe I got a ground pound on him? That might have been it. Not entirely sure, but... What a memorable boss fight. That guy with the jetpack that looked like a fire hydrant. Good. Is that it? Well, that was easy. Okay, looks like if I don't die long enough, maybe I will get an extra life now. The jetpack was the enemy the whole time. I think that bird has a name, but I sure don't know what it is. Know him so well. Ah, these level names. Like Bubsy and, what was it, Claw's Encounter of the Furred Kind? God, Bubsy. I want to play Bubsy. I want to play that game, because that game also has tank controls. That's just the evil version of this game. That's what that is. Like, it's the bad, evil twin of this game. Legitimately. Like, from everything I've heard and seen, it's just like an unfinished version of this game. Pretty much. Like, whew, that was close. But, you know, I figured I'd make it. Can I get over there from here? If I do, I don't know how I'm gonna get back, but whatever, let's try it. Oh, shoot. It just teleported me. Did you see that? That was weird. Switch? No. How do I get back is the question. Maybe I wasn't supposed to come over here yet. That might be it. That might be why I couldn't make the jump. Come on. Well, I'm not dead, so that's good. Can't wait to get out of this ice level. Or out of these ice levels. Okay, well, you can't kill the penguin, or I can't hit it, one or the other. Okay. Okay, so the switches are permanent on this level. That's good. Or on this part of this level, anyway. Ah, it's... You know it's bad when the switches aren't permanent. Because when the switches aren't permanent, timed stuff's going on. That's not what we want. Oh man, I gotta tell you. So for the past, so the reason I'm up right now, is because I have bipolar, and occasionally, every couple of years, I go through a cycle where I can't sleep at night and I sleep during the day. So that's going on right now, and I've been trying to spend that time doing things that I want to accomplish. You know, that I can at night. So the one main goal I've been trying to accomplish is getting this achievement on a game called 7 Days to Die, which is an open world crafting zombie survival game. It's like a more intricate version of Minecraft almost, but it's exclusively zombies. It's pretty good. It's been around for a while, and it's about to get a huge update here in a month or so. Estimated. But anyway, it's about to get a huge update, but whatever. So I've been playing it, and the achievement is for surviving in-game for 28 continuous hours. No deaths, right? No deaths. 28 hours of gameplay, no deaths. So I got to 27 hours and 9 minutes, and I was walking up to this little POI, point of interest, which is what the buildings are called, and there was a mine in the grass, and it killed me. After 27 hours into my 28-hour straight playthrough. Not straight, not continuous. I hadn't been playing for 28 hours, but after several days of just playing this game non-stop at night and trying to get this achievement, I died with 50-some minutes left. Oh, I wasn't even mad. I was just disappointed. It's not like it was even my fault. I couldn't see the mine. You know, it was there, but you couldn't see it. It was hidden in tall grass. So, man, And then here's the thing. I was playing today, and I went to one of the hardest POIs in the game to do a quest, and I died and had to travel 6 kilometers on a mini bike to get my stuff back. And then I died there and had to travel 6 kilometers on a bicycle to get my stuff back. And all of this because I didn't have the forethought to put down a bedroll, which is what spawns you when you die. So I respawned at my last bedroll twice, which was 6 kilometers away, baby. Oy. But anyway, I've also been playing on a difficulty higher than the normal one. And when you go to a different... So there are different biomes in the game. There's like a forest one, there's a snow one, a desert, and a wasteland biome. Okay, well, I guess there was no way to avoid that. But anyway, each time you go to a different biome, you actually... So you have something in the game called a loot stage. Everything you do increases or decreases your loot stage. Your level, your skill points and stuff, it all decreases or increases your loot stage. The loot stage gives you a chance to get better loot, the higher your loot stage. So, when you go into the wasteland, it pumps your loot stage by more than half, or more than twice, but it also increases the difficulty. So, I'm used to there being at most a horde of, like, you know, 8 or 9 zombies. Why did I go all the way back over here? I heard a platform, that's why. So I'm used to, like, 8 or 9 zombies at a time. Okay, that was kind of bullshit. I shouldn't have swore there, but I did. And I go to the wasteland, get to the top of this tower, and there's a horde of, like, 36 zombies. And some of them are irradiated, which means they're even stronger and they regenerate health. And they just washed over me. I even had an M60 and I just wasn't able to. I couldn't kill them all. And they just washed over me and took me out. I was also wearing full leather armor, which is, you know, it's like the second best light armor in the game. And light armor, you know, so armor changes your stealth and your stamina, recovery, and movement speed, which is why I go with light armor, so I can have faster speed and, you know, faster stamina recovery. Well, not faster, but faster than heavy armor, you know. So, I usually go with light armor, and I couldn't survive it. It didn't happen. You know, it was awful. But, you know, so I got up, I went back, got my stuff, and, you know, where do I go from here? Oh, there we go. Oh, shoot, it's moving. Like, obviously it's moving, but it's going back up real fast. Oh, okay. Well, that's handy. Okay, so it's timed then. That's annoying. But we can do it, right? Alright, cool, cool. No! Ah, man, I thought I was gonna die right there. Oof. You know, when you just have, like, your life flashes before your eyes, that kind of deal? That's what was going on there. Oh my god, did something just try to attack me? Really? Come on, this is bullcrap. Oh, got him. I mean, I can attack him, so I guess it's only fair, but... Oh, get up there, Croc. Croc, what are you doing? Croc, come on! What are you doing there, bud? Oh, man, I got mad earlier, by the way. It didn't have to do with me... Well, I mean, it did. I died again while at a skyscraper on 7 Days to Die. After I'd ran, like, 5 kilometers and got all the way to the top. And there was just way too many zombies. It was in the desert biome, which is a little bit harder than the forest one. Well, actually, it's... In terms of difficulty, I think it's forest, snow biome, desert, and then wasteland. So, actually, it was a little bit more difficult. But, you know, so I just got swarmed there as well. Oh, 99! Come on. Come on now. Don't be cheap. Ah, man. Say no snow. I don't know what the context is of that, but alright. Say no to snow, I guess. We don't want snow. I want snow. I like snow. We, you know, I live here in Illinois, and, you know, it kind of sucks weather-wise, but I like snow. I like seeing snow. We haven't had a good snow in a few years, at least where I live here in Illinois. So. Oh boy, this looks lovely. I know I keep saying it, but this music is really good. Oh. Okay, that's probably a colored one there, I imagine. Wow, that was close. Whew. Man, now that I actually know the camera controls, or now that I'm not ignoring them, I guess, because I guess I did know them before, but now that I'm not ignoring them, it's definitely a lot better. Man, I'm so glad I have a thumbstick right now. This would have been awful on D-pad. This would have been absolutely awful on D-pad. It's kind of a weird rotation, but alright. What's this? It's got arrows on it? Oh! Oh! Alright! Nice cartoon sound effect, by the way. Nice indicator. I mean, I saw the arrows, and I kind of figured, but I didn't know for sure, because the other platforms do the exact same thing, pretty much, but they have cracks on them. I thought maybe it was a new mechanic or something. It's awfully silly. I mean, technically it's a new mechanic, because it's a little different, but I don't like this. Oh, man, how am I supposed to... I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to get these. Oh, maybe like this. I'm gonna try it right quick and see what happens. Ah, nope. It's a trick. I don't know how to get those. I guess technically you can get them because you have crystals each time? I don't know. The crystals don't stay in the water, so there's really no point in doing that. Maybe one of them has the key, actually. No, because it's a progression thing, so the key has to be in here. So it'll probably spawn little platforms underneath those boxes when I get the key, I imagine. Which means I just wasted some of those, unfortunately. And too bad you can't sidestep while you're moving. That would have been useful. I feel like a new Croc game with better mechanics, like, would be really good. Keep the controls similar to what they were, but, you know, update them. Because like I've said a dozen or more times, this game's controls are not too bad. Missed one, but that's okay. And I tell you what, I would love to play Chocobo's Dungeon 2 and record it. I've got to do that sometime, because that is probably just my favorite video game of all time. It really is. So I think I'll do that sometime, when I can dedicate a couple good hours on multiple days. Aha, I was correct. Anyway, when I can dedicate a couple good hours on a couple different days, I think I'm going to try to do that. Because my problem with recording long games is that I lose interest, which I'm still a victim of that. I do that all the time. I have to really push myself to play games that are longer, which I guess is why I haven't been playing many horror games recently, but, you know, and I know not a lot of horror games are all that long, but mainly with horror games, I like to play them in one sitting, you know, because you kind of lose the effect if you play a horror game or, you know, something really story-heavy, and then you leave it for, like, 3 or 4 days and come back to it. I'm not a fan of that. You know, I kind of like to shotgun blast my interests, if you know what I mean. You know, like, I like to do them all at once. A new game comes out, I generally sit down, I make the time, I sit down, and I play it for, like, 5 or 6 hours. Which, some people will be like, that's crazy, but other people will be like, yeah, I get that. You know, I don't know which kind you are. Hopefully the latter. The one that doesn't think I'm a weirdo. You know? But, you know, whatever. To each their own. Everyone enjoys things in a different way. Man, hey... Clarissa, you're probably watching this video. You should try this game sometime, because it's pretty good. And it's not... Like, it's fairly challenging, but it doesn't, like, you know... Oh, I missed that. It's... Oh, shoot. Oh, no! Oh! Time! Ah! Yeah, I messed that up. But Clarissa, you should try this. It's really challenging, but it's still fun. You know, like you're always like, no, I couldn't play that. That looks too hard. But nah, you've got skill. You've got skill. You'll get the skill is what I mean. You know. I mean, the reason I'm as good as I am at video games is just because I've played them forever. You know. Same goes to anyone out there. If you're looking at a video game and you're like, nah, I could never play that, stop. Because you definitely could. You know, you just gotta practice. You gotta practice, practice, practice. You know? If you ever see, like, 4 or 5-year-old kids that are, like, really good at Call of Duty or something like that, well, it's because they play the shit out of it. You know? They're highly interested in it, and they play it repeatedly over and over again. You know, until they just get it. Kids will just try at things over and over again until they get it sometimes. Like, they've got very good resolve with certain things. Other things, not so much. But if it's something that catches their interest, a kid will try something over and over and over again. You know, you see a kid watch the same video or play the same game just over... Oh, shoot! Oh, come on! Ah, gosh dang it. I forgot that platform falls. But, you know, you see little kids, or even older kids, teenagers... doing the same thing over and over again, spending 500 hours playing Minecraft. Well, it's because they like it, and then they just do it so much they get good at it. It's what happens with everything. That's how you get good at things. You know? Man, those platforms, I think, drop a lot faster than the ones that break. Oh, also, I see the difference now. I see the main difference. The ones that break only break if you stand on them long enough. But the ones that fall regardless. What was that? That was nonsense! That didn't make any sense! He hit me after his attack! That was goofy. Well, I mean, that's really the only glitch I've seen so far, I think, so that's good. Alright, so we're not going to break any of these yet. We're going to go get the key first. I could probably jump 2 of those at a time, but I don't want to take the risk. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's get that key, baby. You know, I'm actually kind of glad that this game doesn't give you very many lives. Because I feel like a lot of the challenge would be removed if you just got lives left and right. This game's fairly challenging. That was kind of scary because I couldn't really see because of that box there, so... Dang it. I think the same thing happened last time, though. I think he just kind of got me. Alright. Go break these other boxes and then head back and get that switch flipped. Maybe it was this guy that got me last time? I don't know. Whatever. I left a crystal over there, though, so that's good. And this box thing, so awesome. You know, I don't know if you lose all of your crystals or only a few. I wonder if I can break this box also. Wow, that camera was going nuts for a second there. No, can't break this box. Alright. Surprised that's the first time I've tried, honestly. I mean, I saw one at the beginning, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna break that. But then I was like, I can't break that, though. It's for progression. You know, I don't know how many people believe me when I say that this game is good. Because pretty much as soon as I mention tank controls, I think most people are just turned off by it. But it is a good game, Croc. I think 100% this is a good game. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play the sequel to this sometime. I don't know. See, now I kind of want to play Chocobo's Dungeon 2 instead of the sequel to this right after, though. I don't know. I don't know. I've got some stuff to do tomorrow, too, so I don't know, man. I think I've probably got to get around, I get up around 11. Not get up, but, you know, I've got to start doing stuff around 11, I'm pretty sure, so... Yeah, future, Jake, don't forget, you're doing stuff tomorrow, which you probably already know because you're watching this video with someone, probably. You know, I don't know. Could be. Probably will be. I don't know. We probably won't watch the whole thing, so might not even get to this point. Who knows? But if you do, hi Clarissa, how's it going? Anyway. Also, Jamal, Chad, Joe, Trey, Garrett, Brandon, hi. I don't know if any of you guys will watch it. Jamal might, but I don't know if anyone else will. Chad might. Chad watches my videos sometimes. But anyway, I digress. I've been saying I digress quite a bit, but you know, I digress from that as well. I don't know. I'm not sure what to talk about now. I don't have anything else planned, so... Woo! Oh, come on. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna have to wait here to get that again. How many gems do I have? I have almost all of them, so... Oh man, I'm gonna have to make a blind leap. There we go, that's better. Dang it, this is tricky right here, actually. This is fairly tricky. Okay, so I need to jump pretty much straight up as soon as I get on that second one. Woo! Alright, there we go. I think that was probably the trickiest crystal to get so far right there. It was definitely the trickiest crystal to get. At least I think so. Alright, bonus! Hopefully I can pass this one without failing 4 times. I saw that well and immediately backed up. It's like, nah bro, I'm fine. Man, don't you hate it when you, like, try to grab items in a game? Like with games like this where you need the health from the items. You grab them to either heal yourself or protect yourself, and you end up hurting or dying. You end up hurting yourself or dying in the process. I need some more of these crystals, though, to get an extra life. I mean, I technically only need one, but... There. Oh, I guess I need more than one because I got a game over, right. Yum. Man, Gold Beak tea. Some good stuff, by the way. Although, I don't really care much for their peach. License to chill. Excellent. Let's save the game. Man, I love, on the PS1, the memory card save icons. They're great. Whoops. I guess I pressed return to map. My bad. Let's actually save the game this time. Because it still says 18%. That's what it said earlier, so I'm pretty sure I did something wrong. Alright, there we go. I just didn't override it. You know, I might try to do a series that's games I had when I was a kid. I think that could be interesting. Although I'm not sure how I should classify them, because they are full Let's Plays if I do it that way, and I already have a playlist for that, so I'm not sure. I guess I could just not put them in that playlist and store open. An open door already. That's weird. But I guess I could just not put them in the regular Let's Play playlist and just put them in the, like, the new one? Whatever the new one will be? I don't know. I'll figure it out. If I even do that, which I'd like to, but I don't know if I will. And if I do, I'm not sure if I should move this from one playlist to the other. I don't know. Also, this is a bad idea, but here we go. This flying guy's gonna be so annoying. Oh no, my jump got cut short because I attacked in midair. Yikes. That one was me. That was all me. I mean, most of them have been, but I'll admit, 100% that was my fault. Because I just straight went for it. The only, whatever the word is, I can't think of it. The only good thing about that is that it was right at the beginning of the level. So, I didn't have to worry about... Oh, I was worried right there. But I don't have to worry about losing a bunch of progress, because it's right at the beginning. So... Can I even get that? No, I can't. Oh my goodness. Okay, so... Oh, that box looks different. So this is an optional area? Okay, no, it's progress. It's just I have to... I'm definitely going to have to see if there is an HD version of this game. Or maybe just the PC version would be better to play, actually. If there even is a PC version, I might have made that up. Like, not on purpose, but that might just be a figment of my imagination. I don't know, I'll have to check. If there is, I might make a little post about it or something, with a link to where you can actually get it. It might be abandonware, so that would be cool. Because, you can get those free sometimes. So. I'm not sure if it's pirating, if it's abandonware. Don't know. If it is, I don't condone pirating. I'm not gonna say I've never pirated anything, but I don't condone it. I have in the past, but I don't like it. I've only ever done it when I was a teenager to get, like, music and stuff. Everyone's pirated MP3s and stuff, but... Oh, stop! Stop! No! What are you doing, Croc? There's a platform down there again. That's weird. Woo! Alrighty. We're just gonna run. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! There we go. I don't know why I uh-oh'd right there. It's not like I was in danger. I mean, sometimes you just do that, though. You're just like, oh no! This is gonna end badly. No. Man, I'll be so glad when I'm out of these ice levels. I know I've said that already. But... Oh, man. What's that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, there's more. Maybe it's just an effect. Oh, no! Oh, my God! Oh man, that was a mistake and a half. Oh shoot. You know what? I think... Okay, so I have recorded me playing Casper, but I don't... Casper Friends Around the World. I have to specify because there's more than one crappy Casper game. But I'm just going to wait to get those boxes until I get the key to go through there. Anyway, I have played Casper Friends Around the World, but I don't remember if it's on my channel or not. I don't think it is. I've recorded me playing that game at least 3 times. A full playthrough. And only... okay, so I mean, maybe I do talk about Casper Friends Around the World. I don't know. But I hate that game. I don't really hate video games, but I hate that game. Like, I don't think there's ever... Wow. I don't think there's ever been a game other than that one that I've hated. Like, even bad games can be entertaining or fun. One of my favorite games is Sonic 06, Sonic 2006. You know, the one that was supposed to, like, be the flagship for the new consoles. That's one of my favorite games of all time, and it's awful. But Casper is not fun. Casper doesn't have fun story or recognizable characters that matter. It's terrible. It doesn't have cool, you know, things you can do, or why did I jump at that? You know, it doesn't suck. It's bad, but it doesn't suck. There's a difference between being bad and sucking. And Casper Friends Around the World, what am I doing? Sucks. And I will make a Casper Friends Around the World video. Again, I'll do that. If this channel can get to 500 subscribers, I will make and play through. I'll make the video and play through the entirety of Casper Friends Around the World until I beat it. I've beaten that game 3 times, and I hate it so much. It's awful. But if we get to 500 subs, I will play through the whole game again and record it. I'm not looking forward to that. And that's okay, because I probably won't get to 500 subs. So, haha. The most I've ever been at is like 380-something, which is what I'm at now. So, haha, joke's on you. You're never seeing Casper Friends Around the World. Anyway, I will talk a little bit about that game, not at great length, but I received it when I was a kid for Christmas. We received it. It was for me, my brother, and my sister together. And I played it a little bit, and it had to go to my dad's house, because he had me for Christmas that year, because he had joint custody. And I was so excited to get back and play it some more. And I did, and it was terrible, and I couldn't beat the, like, 3rd level. Now, the funny thing is, though... No, I won't talk. No, I won't talk about it right now, because if I do ever get to 500 subs, I'll have to have something to talk about then. So whatever, I'm not going to talk about it now. I'm just going to continue playing a fun, good game. Anyway. So. Oof. Oh, I think that key might have been optional, actually. There is a door over there. Oh my goodness! Ugh. At least I still have the key. Alright, forget this. Let's go. I don't know why I'm having so many problems on that part. It's fairly simple. Fairly straightforward. Ooh, I need to get those boxes. I don't know why. I just feel the urge to get those boxes. And I know how to get them without messing up, so I'm gonna try. So I need to just jump to the next one. And then the last one down there, No! Gosh dang it. Alright, before I do that, I'm gonna try and get some crystals right quick. That way, in case I get hit. I wonder if this box is a different color because it contains the colored crystal. That's a pretty good guess, I imagine. I'm gonna test something right quick. Alright, I think that you can only do a ground pound. No, never mind. You can do a ground pound at any point in your jump. That's cool. Because sometimes in games like that, you can only do it before the apex, which is the highest point of your jump. So it's cool to see that you can actually do a ground pound after the apex of the jump, which is pretty cool. You know, I don't know why I just said that, but... this again. There's a good chance to get extra lives, though. Oh, popped into little penguins! So I think just depending on how well you do at this, you get more or less extra lives. Oh no, I'm starting to miss. It's unfortunately a little bit difficult because of the controls, though. I'm doing pretty good right now. Oh, I got a Gobbo that time. Cool. Alright. Again, I'm still not certain what the point of the Gobbos is. Maybe if you get them all, you get a different ending or something? I'll look up a few things about this game after I'm done playing it, actually. Because I don't want to just leave people in the dark as to what's going on with this game, because it is really cool. And some people might want to play it. You know what? Actually, maybe I should just not look up anything, because if you're interested in this game, maybe it'd be cool to let you find out stuff on your own. You know? I don't know. See, this is the point where live stream would come in handy. I did that because you can still reach the second box, by the way. But this is the point where chat would come in handy in a live stream. Because then I could ask questions and actually get answers, you know, as opposed to getting nothing. But at that point, it also wouldn't be spoilers either, because I'd be asking chat, you know, hey, do you guys want me to look up stuff on this? You know? God, I'm so addicted to just saying these silly sound effects, these silly noises. Then again, I'm like a bird. I just repeat things sometimes, so... Like, if I hear a weird sound, sometimes I'll just imitate it. I don't know what that's about, but, you know. I am a weirdo, so it's not surprising. Just give me some crystals right quick. I've only got one of the colored crystals, too, so... This level's taking a minute, by the way. I mean, it's not like a big level or anything, but it's just taking a minute. Oh my god, that was close. I think my butthole just clenched a little bit right there. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. Okay, I need a crystal. I need a regular crystal. Alright, there we go. Alright, next area. Let me get a drink right quick. Ah, man. Man, it's such a shame that certain PC games just don't want to work with OBS, like old ones. Even through Steam. Like, I tried to record Spore a while back, and it just would not record. It was bad. Like, it kept crashing, and it just didn't work. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so bad! I should have waited. Ugh. Alright, I'm not going through all that effort to go back to that one room. We're just blowing through this level this time. We are definitely not... I'm gonna look up right quick how many levels there are in this. Give me just a second. Okay. Oh! Oh! Okay, that's interesting. So apparently there are 60 levels. Interesting. I don't know how many we've gone through yet, though. I haven't been keeping track, because the count's kind of weird. Or maybe it's... I don't know. It's either 30 or 60 levels. I'm not sure. Alright, so we're not going for that key this time. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna shotgun blast our way through this. Gosh dang it, why did I do that? These jumps right here are actually a lot easier than they seem, by the way. And I say that... Oh, no. Oh. It's really hard not to swear right now. Not out of anger, out of humor. Oh, man. Whew. Okay. Let's play some more Croc. Yeah, this game's a Croc. Anyway, this is a good game. It's not a Croc. Anyway, these jumps though are actually easier than they seem, because platforms are all moving towards you, so that's good. Excuse me. Okay. Man, this is just normal water. I don't understand why this is killing Croc, but whatever. I'm not a water cave expert. Maybe it's poisonous. I don't know. Or venomous, right? No, poisonous. Poisonous is if you ingest it. Yeah, poisonous is poisonous is it can give you toxins? I don't remember. I don't know how you'd say that exactly, but poisonous is if you eat it. Venomous is if it bites you, I think is how that works. Okay, that switch probably did something back there, but I don't care right now. Oh, Croc's jamming out. Oops. Oh, I messed that up a little bit. Hello. Alright, we're in some growth green caves with vines all over the walls. Oh my goodness. Whoa, we got some slowdown right there. That was weird. And it's not the emulator, so that must have literally been the game. Oh, this level's getting a little bit complex here. Not really sure what the point of this is. I guess just to get some more crystals? Because I can just jump from here over to there, so I don't know. But man, this game would be a lot better with a rotatable camera. Okay, it was that. That was the point. Well, I am not going to have all the crystals, so I'm just... I want those, though. Those are easy to get. Those are easy crystals to obtain, so we're just going to try to get those right quick and hopefully not fall in the water and lose them all in the process of trying to get them. Also, there was a Gobbo there. Cool. Oh. Man, it's getting hard not to swear. I'm getting real close to dying a couple of these times here. Oh, an extra life! Cool. Haven't seen one of those in a box in a while. That's sick. This is a little weird that there's just 3 boxes here. I kind of expected them to disappear after I hit one of them. That would have been cool. I mean, it would have sucked because I would have only gotten 1 reward, but it would have been neat. Okay. Let's leave this level. Oh no! What? It insta-killed me. Probably because my head bounced off the platform and I got stuck. Oh man, that sucks. Oh well. Okay. Man, do I go for the crystals then again? I didn't die trying to get them last time. I'm just gonna get this box and go ahead and exit the level. Kaboom! I feel like an improvement to this game would be if you kept your crystals even after you got a game over. That way you could keep stacking up, you know, extra lives. Demon Itsy's Ice Palace. Okay. After this, we're done with these frickin' ice levels, at least. Look at them little goats. Oh no! That's weird. Like, is it one consciousness now inside that thing? Or are all 4 of them in there? Like, what's going on with that? Also, how do a bunch of, you know... I don't want to say non-sentient... Oh, what is this? Oh, no! Oh, no! This is awful! As if the ice level wasn't bad enough just on its own! Oh, man. I really don't like this. I really don't like this. God, I wonder how many kids fucking had the same thought I did right there. I wonder how many people thought they'd rather stick a porcupine up their butthole than play this level. Like, this is pretty rough. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy. Because this is 2 mechanics together that I do not want together. So far, it's been pretty tame, so... We're back to having a really cool background, though. I appreciate that. Oh, come on. A quick turn button would be really nice instead of a sidestep button. One to turn you, you know, 90 degrees one direction or the other. Oh, shoot, come on. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Whew. That was scary. That was scary right there. Scarier than any modern horror game was the thought that I'd have to redo this segment. That's weird. Shouldn't there be a boss right here? The other ones have only been like one segment and then a boss. I'm pretty sure. From what I remember, anyway. Okay. Nope, stop. Okay. Okay, just keep going. Just keep going. Just go. Just go fast. Alright, so we didn't die right there. Or get hit. That's pretty cool. Dang, I got 45 crystals right now. Make that 50. Okay. It's enough to survive at least one. Oh, the whole stage is ice! Oh, no, it's not. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. How do I beat this guy? Okay, well, I don't think hitting him with my tail actually does anything. Do we gotta hit him from behind? Okay, yes, I gotta hit him from behind. Oh, it split him into two? That's cool, but I don't like that. Yikes. These ones are probably gonna split into two as well. Oh, they sure did. I should focus on the little ones first. Just focusing on the big one's a bad idea. Okay. It's getting 4 of these guys in one area with me is not a great idea, so... Let's go. Back up front. Here they come. Alright, cool. I banked 50 crystals. Nice. Very nice. Alright. So I'm gonna guess there's another set of levels and then the final boss, maybe? Goodbye. Alright. Doo-doo. Ooh, what is this? Saucy. We're already at 2.5 hours almost. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Maybe I should save the rest of this playthrough for later. I don't know. I'm not doing anything right now. It's only 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'll play this for another hour, and if I haven't beat it yet, actually, let me look up once more. Let me look up an actual answer to this question. Let's see how many worlds there are. 60 levels. Croc's world. No. That's something else. I'm looking for Croc, the game. The real game. Wow, sold more than 1.5 million copies. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Forest Island, we've completed that. The Ice Island, we completed that. So, oh, there's not that many left. There's... Okay, so there's... There's 20 levels left. 20 levels. I'm gonna try to beat it. I think we'll be good. Actually, by the way, the wiki is like a real thing that looks nice, by the way. Like, you know how some wikis for stuff are just like hand-edited nonsense? This one looks nice. It even has like custom sprite work and stuff. So if you're a Croc fan, go to their wiki and check it out. Because it looks cool. Ooh, what's this? This place is big. That's just a giant hole. I don't like that. Oh, we have jumping enemies now. Cool. These boxes look neat also. Like, okay, here's an idea. To bring Croc, like, back into the mainstream, here's what we do, right? So we update it with new visuals, obviously, but we keep the same, like, PS1 appeal. It doesn't have to be polygonal. I'm gonna try to hit that guy. It doesn't have to be polygonal, but we keep the same appeal of the platforming. It's gotta be a platformer. It has to be. Uh-oh. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to wait until that respawns to get that crystal now. Oh no, I should have known that wasn't going to work. Your distance jumping backwards is definitely not the same. But anyway, so we update the visuals, we update the textures and all of that. We make the gameplay nice and smooth. The controls nice and modern, but tight. Like, tight platforming controls. And then, we also make it so that crystals are not only health, but you bank them at the end of each level like you do, but then you can buy power-ups with them. Like, not necessarily power-ups, but like, let's say you don't even bank them at the end of the level. Let's say that in the levels you can spend them to get new moves. You know, or to upgrade previous moves. I think that sounds kind of cool. You know, like you could upgrade it so that your ground pound sends out a shockwave or something, or your regular attack has bigger range or something, you know? Or you could upgrade your invincibility period, or your jump height, or whatever. You know, something along those lines. Either that, or you just make it into a better traditional platform. You know, because this is good, but it could definitely be improved upon. I guarantee you it could be improved upon. Camera controls would be a good start. That's for sure. Like, I understand it was the PlayStation, stuff like that was hard, but, you know, we could remake Croc now. Make it better. I gotta say, though, for what this game is, it's really good. Where do I go from here? Maybe there was a different path? And I just missed it because I'm blind? I don't know. I don't usually miss small details. Okay, there it is. I have the key, so... Oh! Whew, that was close. So I can get up there, right? Ouch. Kind of interesting that enemies respawn in this game. Adds a little bit more challenge to it. You kind of got to think fast when you're platforming with enemies around. I kind of like that. You have to... You know, you have to take into consideration the fact that the enemies will respawn. You know, oh, these platforms are fast. And there's a balloon there. Oh, it just takes you back. Great. Okay, Camel. No! Ooh, I forgot those were tank controls for just a split second. Ooh, just a split second, my brain was like, these aren't tank controls, you'll be good. Okay, this is gonna be tricky right here. Oh, I got it. I don't know if that was the intended way to do it, but I sure did it. Man, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories would be a fun game to do it. Oh, it's Shadow. There we go. Perfect. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories would be a fun game to do a Let's Play of, but that's a long game, so... With that, I don't know if I play it seriously or just do it casually. Shoot, how do I go back, though? I'm thinking maybe I don't is the answer. Oh, no. Yeah, we're not gonna get that Gobbo. He's gonna stay over there. Or that button, whatever it was. I don't really remember. Cough, cough. Ooh, we're also not gonna do those, because I don't want to die right now, so... This is interesting. I can't turn right now. I can only move sideways. There we go. Woo! Woo! Alright, well, at least that's not a timed button. Thank goodness. Man, that right there. The invincibility period for falling into pitfalls and stuff. Not pitfalls, into hazards needs to be extended. Definitely, because that is very punishing, I will say. Very punishing right there. Okay, we're not going down there. We've already done that. We're just leaving. Oh, no, wait, I have to because I need the key. Gosh dang it. I'm glad that ground pound has some range on it. See, if I had a 180 turn right there, that would have been a lot faster. But, I mean, I get it. This game has limitations. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying ways to improve it for a modern experience, you know. Although, I don't know if people would want it improved. I think if they're gonna... I think if they would re-release the game with updated visuals, that would probably be enough. I think it'd be a turn-off for a lot of people that never played Croc as a kid, but I think the people that played it would love it, you know. Oh, no. Oh, you... No, no, no. Okay. That wasn't too fun right there. Can I make it over there? I think I can just make it to that. Yeah, nice. Alright, let's get this key. Oh, it's not a key, it's the Gobbo. Already got the key. What am I talking about? Excuse me. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, don't you dare slide off that right now, Croc. Come on, man. No! Why? Oh, what's going on here? What was that about, camera? I'm gonna try something. Whew. I think he jumped through me, but I'm not entirely sure. Good thing you're invincible when you're in the ground pound animation, because that sure would have sucked. Man, that would have sucked. So, let's say that even if you don't get power-ups, let's say it's just a HD remaster of this game, alright? The crystals could also be passively accrued as a secondary currency to unlock skins or something, you know? To make Croc look different. Oh, okay, we're not gonna go back yet. We're just gonna go forward. We're not gonna worry about that stuff. I'm not worried enough about the bonus level to get that gem right now. Oh my goodness. Yep. Dang it. Alright. Man, I'm stuck on this level, dude. That's not good. I think what I'll do probably is clear this level, and then I'll probably just come back to this game another time. Because it's already 2.5 hours in, and we've got another 20 levels left, so... Aw, man, I didn't have enough time to do the ground pound animation. Oh no! Oh my goodness, I'm bad. I'm very bad at timing things. Apparently. Either that or it's fatigue from being 5:30 in the morning. I don't know. Probably that last one. I don't know. After this, I plan on playing another game anyway, so I just want to take a break from Croc right now. I've been playing it 2.5 hours, you know. Good game, and I want to beat it. I'd like to finish it, but it'll have to wait till another time because I don't know if I can play any more Croc right now. I may not even make another video right now either. Like, I may not even record it. I don't know. If I do, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't have to record it right now. I can always, you know, or upload it. I can always record it now and then upload it in, like, you know, a couple days or something. It doesn't have to be uploaded immediately. Oh, there are some people that don't upload their video, or that upload their videos on like a... Okay, I saw the animation play. I started to attack that guy. Oh. No. That's right. No. Keep going. I'm so glad that that stops your momentum. Okay. The unfortunate thing about me quitting and then coming back to this later, though, is that... Whoa, can I push this box? You know how when you're... Oh, I can't. Okay, you know how when you do something for a while, a couple hours, you start to get, like, that hyper-focus? And you get, like, an extra percentage good at it, whatever it is, temporarily? I'm not going to have that when I come back into it, so this level... Not this level, but the desert island is going to suck for a while. What? It worked every other time! Okay, camera's doing that weird thing again. It's worked every other time. Oh, I got him in midair. That's kind of cool. Man, I will finish this level in the next 10 minutes, I swear. Like, this level is going to be beat by me right now. How many lives do I have? I don't have any lives right now. At least I have some crystals. So I'm not completely helpless here. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, whatever. here's what we'll do. We'll save here, and we'll come back to this. We'll just start the first level here from scratch. So that's what we'll do. Because I'm getting kind of frustrated with this level. So we'll come back to it. Don't worry. I'm not planning on abandoning the game or anything. So, alright. 32%. Nice. Alright, so I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Drop a like down below, you know. Smash the bell icon. But, you know, hit subscribe if you like the channel and want to see more content or the follow-up to this video. I will catch you guys later. Once again, thank you for recording. It's 1:47 a.m. and I am out.